It is 11:50 a.m. and I just got off the phone with the tuner. He said the car's ready. So hopefully we can go pick it up at like 2:30 when I get off work. I'm stoked to get this car back, man. He gave me some good hefty numbers that I'm really happy with. Basically told me watch the fuel station that I use and, you know, stuff like that, because he was running into a little bit of issue with knock and knock sensors. But other than that, I mean, that's common with a Coyote, so I'm not really like too worried about it. He said if it hits, it can pull like 10 horsepower, so it's not that big of a deal. He just told me basically be careful with fueling. He gave me some hefty numbers right about where I thought it was going to be, and I'm happy that it hit there. Because once I get these long tooth headers on that I have ordered and are waiting for, I guess I just spoiled that. Once I get these on, it's gonna be cooking pretty fast for an NA. But I'm stoked to go pick up this car, so I will see you guys after work when we go to pick it up, and yeah. All right, it's 2:30, just parked daily over there. We gonna go hop in the truck real quick. We gonna cruise up, or cruise down to Smyrna and get this fucking car, bro. I have driven down the road, haven't gotten on it yet, but I figured I wanted to pull over and show you guys what we've done. So 18 JLT cold air intake installed. That's bigger than the 17 one, and different. And obviously 18 ported intake manifold is on there now, also different. And that's pretty much about it. Nothing too crazy, but it put down a good power number that I wasn't expecting. Give me 1 second, we're gonna show you the dynamic. This is actually our other edition. We got an MGW short throw shifter. Fucking feels mint. Here we are. Here's the big moment. Yep. 442, 392 with just a bolt-on intake manifold. And yeah, that was literally cold air intake, manifold bolted on, and we gained about 60 horsepower. Alright, we are about to hop on the highway, and I'm going to get into her a little bit, let her eat a little bit, see how she feels. We're only less than a mile away from the highway, so won't be long now. But I definitely love how this MGW feels, man. It feels just so much more solid going into those gears. Just feels so much better. Alright, we're cruising in 5th gear. Let's drop her down a gear. Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Whoa! Yeah, I'm a little speechless on that one. That pulls. That pulls pretty good for just a fucking intake manifold. She's pulling. Love it. Dude, this thing crackles and pops so much more now with this tune. Alright, we're gonna roll into it once we get here on the highway in 3rd. Hopefully we don't die. I'm not gonna go too crazy because, well, rush hour traffic is a thing. But we're gonna give her the beans a little bit. This thing fucking pulls, man. I mean, reels now. Like, it pulled hard before, but it just pushes you back in the seat. It's great. I love this so far. Definitely worth the money to upgrade this manifold to a ported 18 manifold with the cold air intake. Definitely worth the money that I spent on it. I mean, I spent just about $1,000 for a 60 horsepower gain, and that's with install, or well, sorry, that's not with install. That's just parts, which all you can do yourself, and you know,
watch out.
I would go for a I would go for a Dyno Tuned, but that's just me. Here we go in fourth gear again. Oh, it just pulls you right back into the seat. She's just, definitely worth $1,000. I mean, $1,000, 60 horsepower. That's not bad, in my opinion. Like I said, I would definitely go the Dyno Tune if you went this route. So, depending on your local tuners, you can spend 15 if you do the install yourself. So 15 to get 60, 70 extra horsepower. It's a steal, man, and it just makes this thing feel so good. It's just a ripper. Trying to keep her straight. She's not, you know, we are on summer tires right now. She's definitely being a little wobbly, but she's a ripper. That was sketchy. So I know I didn't get to film a lot, just because of timing, Friday evening traffic, but we still have more. We still have more that can go on here. We got a nice little JLT catch can, and we're gonna install this real quick. It'll be a short install, especially with no cover on. It basically is just gonna pop on and pop right on. Let me pull it out of the box here. Just simple. All right, let me get the hood open and get this installed before there's no light left. All right, so like I said, really easy install. First thing you want to do, make sure the bottom is tight on it, because it's not always tight from factory. Obviously, you're going to want to go ahead and open it up and look in it. I've already done that, so I'm not going to do that again. But then you pop the hood. If you're unlucky and haven't already removed your engine cover, all you're going to do is pop the engine cover up, pull it out, get it out of your way for now. And then you come over here, this bong right here, whatever you want to call it, and this one, if you find this one, it's right above the oil cap. Just follow it to the end. All you gotta do, pull back, and then push to the right, and then just lift up. That's all you gotta do. And then do the same for that one. Pull up. Yeah. I'm gonna set that to the side. So you can see these are a little bit turned. So if you just hold the hose and push on the fitting, it might take two hands, so I might have to put the camera down. But you basically just snap it on back in there. Make sure she clicks. Pull on her a couple times. Make sure it's all good. Just like that. So like now I've got it in, so I'm going to see, you know, kind of needs a little more angle to it. So we're going to pull it back off real quick. And I'm going to have to put the camera down. But essentially you just hold the hose. Hold the hose down at the bottom with one hand, and then push this in the direction you need it to go and with the other. And boom, just like that, she snaps into place. Obviously give her a little tug, make sure she's in there. You'll hear an audible click when you do it, but you know, give her a little tug, make sure she's in there, both sides good. Both sides gave an audible click. Ow, that's hot. Both sides gave an audible click. You're right here, you know, for unscrewing, rescrewing, anything. You check that about every 1,000 miles. So your next step, which I did forget about, turn on the car, make sure she's in neutral so we can get out real quick. Pop the hood again. And then out and good to go. Go ahead, pop this open. No leaks here. No leaks down here, no leaks over here, no leaks right here. run your finger, make sure there's no oil on any of them. No leaks over here. Like I said, run your finger down the bottom, make sure there's no oil on any of them. But if you heard that audible click and you heard them, you tugged on them, make sure they're in there good and tight, you should be fine. So, MT82 guys, let's be honest here. If you're in the market for a short throw shifter, MGW, man. Like, so far I've driven 100 miles on this thing with the car. Tuners are far away from me, and I've driven pretty far with it. This thing, phenomenal. It changes this trans to drive. It's so much better. It's so much more enjoyable. If you are in the market, this is an MGW low profile X-Spec shifter, and it is just, it's great. It's not too notchy, but it's just that perfect amount of notch to it and going into gear smoothly, but it's not, you know, a pain to drive. It's not, you know, 1, 2, like barely moving. It's got enough room, but it's not too long, and it just shifts through gears like butter. Like, for real, definitely worth the money. Also on the MGW, buy it. It's, I guarantee you, you'll love it, and it'll pay for itself when you're gapping them fucking 10 speeds. Thanks for watching. That concludes this video. If you're in the DMV area and need any Mustang tuning help, hit up Matt at Performance Evolution. He does great work. He's a great guy to work with. He does tuning, installs, anything you would need as a Mustang driver, he does, besides body repair. If you hit a crowd, you're on your own with that one. Any performance thing he does with a Mustang, though, and he does great work. He's worth the travel. If you're in Virginia, he's worth traveling for. If you like what you see, consider sticking around, because this is just the beginning of our builds. Matt's 5.7 Challenger has a long way to go. My Mustang has a long way to go, and Chris's Mustang has a long way to go. So consider sticking around, and we're going to be putting out more content. Peace.